doing a feature story about Quentin Ezell. What can you tell me about your first remembrances of the kid?
I remember him up at the prep school and always had a smile on his face, happy-go-lucky kid. But the guys up at the prep school always reminded us, don't underestimate him. Everybody really knew about Chris Swain in that class, and then they kind of kept reminding us, don't sleep on Quentin Ezell, because he's a competitive kid and he's going to come out of this thing on top, and he's done a great job for the last really 5 years in the program, just always coming to work the same way, always working hard, and now it's starting to show for him.
You would have thought maybe that when freshman year Swain at the end of the season got playing time, that might be tough on a kid like Quentin, who's his classmate and starts looking down the road and thinking, well, I'm always going to be behind this guy.
Sure.
I don't get the feeling that he looked at it that way.
Well, no, I mean, he earned some playing time himself through special teams, and we kind of sat down at one point and said, hey, this is probably going to be your role early in your career. You had Quentin Singleton and Noah Copeland, Chris Swain. You had a lot of guys ahead of him, so he had to carve out his own niche, similar to what Sean White's done. You know, they've carved out a niche in special teams, and he's contributed to the team for 3.5 years. And so now it's his turn to contribute on offense, which has been great to see.
Well, I think one of the more impressive things is that a guy his size is a very valuable special teams performer. Can you talk about what it is he has that enables a guy that's 253 or whatever it is to run down the field? And I don't know, what special teams does he play on?
Well, he's played on punt return, he's played on kickoff return, he's played on kickoff coverage. I'm not sure if he's played on the punt team. I know he's been a backup there at some points. But we don't have tight ends. Mm-hmm. And so our fullbacks, those tight ends at another school that might be 250, 260, that can run really well and cover ground and play in space. That's really what our B-back we have to make up for that with the B-backs. And that's why the last couple of years we've been able to travel a couple extra because they've been able to help us on special teams with their big bodies.
Right. Is Quentin still playing special teams?
He is. Oh, yeah. He's a starter on kickoff return for the last 3 years, and he's not giving that one up.
What has enabled him to get? What did he have to do to improve as a runner? I mean, in high school, like everybody, he was a very successful runner. Probably ran in an I formation system.
He did, yeah.
What did he have to do to learn this B-back position here and to get to the point where he is now?
It just takes a lot of time and learning the offense, and this is a unique system. What we ask the B-backs to do here is pretty unique. Even within the triple option world, we do a lot of lead blocking, we do a lot of perimeter stuff, which when I first got here we never did. Mm-hmm. And so the position has kind of evolved into what it is today, and it takes. There's a lot. They have a lot on their plate. It doesn't seem like a tough position. You go right or you go left, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things. 1 to 2 reads and progressing through plays, and so he's got a lot to digest on his plate. So at the end of the day, it just takes some time. Some guys grasp it a little bit quicker. Some guys you force feed it to him a little bit quicker. But Quentin's been able to take his time, learn the system, and now he's really starting to flourish in it.
When did you start to see him really maybe turn the corner as a runner? Last season maybe, or maybe more this?
He didn't get a lot of reps last year. I mean,
yeah.
We had 3 guys ahead of him. So spring ball, probably, junior year spring ball, and then what he's done in camp. He got a lot of live reps through spring and then into camp. We've always known he was a good player. It was just a matter of how do you get him on the field?
Right.
Do you take Noah off the field? Do you take Chris Swain off the field? Do you take Quentin Singleton off the field?
Right.
Now he's earned the right to carry the ball, and he's done a great job with it.
Well, I think some people who have no idea who he was have been surprised at how effective he's been as a runner.
Sure.
They thought Swain was the one and only.
Right.
But it turns out there's another good fullback in this.
Yeah, and there's
system.
another good one behind Quentin, with Sean White. So we've got 3 guys that have all carried the ball in meaningful reps, and so at some point they're all going to have to play a key role for us here. And now it's a nice luxury to have 3 guys that you trust.
Personality-wise, I mean, it's interesting. He seems very thoughtful when I interview him, but I've heard from others that he can be funny. What is your take on his personality?
He's got a goofball side to him.
Quentin does?
Yeah, he's got a smile on his face all the time. He's laughing, having a good time, loves to be around his brothers here on the team, and his personality is kind of contagious. You could walk into the meeting room having a bad day, and Quentin will find a way to get you feeling right.
All right, great. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Bill.
Appreciate
Thanks, guys.
Is it Ezell or Ezell?
Ezell.
Ezell.
Yes.
So I guess let's start with what led you to the Naval Academy?
Just saw an opportunity, got recruited, come down here from Maryland. Saw the opportunity and took it.
Who recruited you?
He's actually not here anymore, Coach Sykes.
Okay, Napoleon Sykes.
Yeah, he ended up leaving when I got here, but he's the one that gave me the opportunity to come here, recruited me.
Well, I know you had a good career at Walkersville. Did you have some other offers? What else did you consider other than Navy?
I actually had offers for Army, Citadel, Western Kentucky, some other Division AA schools. So yeah, but Navy was the place I wanted to go.
Why? Any particular reason?
My dad was in the military.
What branch of the service?
Actually, he was Army also.
Okay.
My dad was in the military. He kind of just showed me that it was a good opportunity to come here. My family supported me, and it just seemed like the best option for me at the time, and I don't regret my decision.
So when you get up to the prep school, I mean, kind of talk about the development that it's taken to get to where you are now. I know it's a long road.
We had Coach Vince Murray was our coach up in Naps, and he helped.
That helps sort of having a fullback there.
Exactly. So he just got out of the offense, so he had all that game experience. We've seen him on TV. Me, Chris, and Will Huntsman, and we're all there at Naps and got to work together, bounce off each other, feed off each other, and just develop there. And it's been going on since we got here, watching Noah, Q, Singleton, Chris Swain, just watching everybody, just trying to learn everything I could. So yeah.
You were an I-back type formation in high school, right? What's the adjustment to becoming a fullback here at Navy? It's a totally different deal, right?
Definitely, especially I think the mesh is the biggest thing for me. You know, to know if you're going to have the ball every play, and that uncertainty mid-play is kind of daunting at first, but got used to it, and coming out of three-point stance and a lot closer to the line, I had to make decisions quicker.
Right, I was going to say that a lot of the fullbacks say that's lining up so close to the line of scrimmage is big difference for them. There's quicker deal.
Yeah, definitely.
So in your freshman year, Swain gets some playing time and showed some things. Is that tough when you have a guy that's in your class that looks, you're sitting there thinking, am I going to be behind this guy for 4 years? Was that ever crossed your mind?
You always compete. Me and him competed at Naps, and then we competed here. But can't deny he's a great player. He's definitely earned his playing time, and just tried to do everything I could when I was off the field. So watching him in games, practicing, because he was doing a lot of things right before I was. So I was like seeing what he did, how he learned, and just tried to improve myself.
Well, Coach has mentioned that, I mean, part of what's led you to where you are now is the time you spent on special teams. That's game reps, full speed, live action. Can you talk about, did you feel that was a big benefit for you, and are you happy that you got playing time on special teams, since your freshman year, right?
Definitely. I traveled on special teams, and then actually Army-Navy game freshman year is the first time I got a live starting play, and that was really exciting for me.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, thinking about it now, freaking out a little bit, but that got me to start getting the feel of a D1 game full speed, and over the years it made me more comfortable. And I think coming into this year it helped out a lot.
And you've played on 3 different special teams, Coach told me, at some point in your career. What do you enjoy? I mean, what did you like special teams?
Oh, definitely. I think special teams is underlooked a lot of the time. You can change the momentum of a game with special teams play. You're not on the field as much, but you can definitely make a difference.
When did you sense that you started to come around as a runner in this system? I mean, Coach said it was difficult for you because you didn't get a lot of reps. You're behind Noah and Quentin Singleton and Swain, of course. It's hard to get some reps around here for a while. But when did you feel like you started to maybe take a big step as a runner?
I think first was just understanding the film, the plays and film. Once you kind of realize the big picture, not just your one little assignment, but start piecing together everyone's, that's when things started making more sense. And then once I started figuring that, things could happen faster and quicker. And practice getting reps, trying to simulate full speed as best you can. You never get game speed in practice, but you can try to simulate that as best you can.
So how rewarding has it been this year to become one of the 2 guys getting the ball a lot and running? And has this been a real, kind of like a reward for all the hard work you've put in for 4 years?
It's definitely been a journey. My parents have been coming up to the games ever since I was a freshman, and I think they're real proud of me. I'm finally getting a chance to help my team out, and that's the goal. I just want to help my team win. So if however way I can do that, some special teams on the field, in the offense, just trying to help our team win.
So you seem very serious and soft-spoken when I talk to you in interviews, but Coach tells me that isn't you. There's another side of you, a different personality that you can make everybody laugh. Can you tell us a little bit more about the other Quentin Ezell?
I guess I'm a pretty relaxed guy. I go with the flow, and I like to have fun and laugh. I don't take things too serious. So football's obviously a different story. You got to know your assignment and everything, so I guess I'm more serious on the field, but I'm a pretty relaxed guy.
Can you do a good Chris Swain interview? You just go like this, right?
Yeah, Chris doesn't like the public eye, so I think it shows. But he's a good guy. Yeah.
All right, thanks.